Hello folks, it's JDporkchop and welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program 1.1. Where we left off last episode, the science that we collected was just close, almost close enough for another wrong place. This one. We're at 44.8 and I think with that it helps us with stability with launching and stuff. We're not going to be building planes anytime soon, and we're not going to be building any large rockets anytime soon. Well, maybe soon. So I think we're just going to do a kind of little bit of a cheat thing and grab the one bit of science that we need. So do that. If you remember in the end of the last episode, we unlocked thermometers. We stick a thermometer on, launch. It's like the quickest space mission in history. Log temperature, and there you go. That's all the science we need. Recover vessel. Done. So now we can go into, which one was it? This one. And unlock that. And that's that done. So, what's on the agenda for today? Well, let's have a look at our missions. These are the two that interest me the most, or even these three. You can only take two though. Let's make sure there's none up here that are... No, I think so. We'll go for orbit the moon, and we'll go for science data from space around the moon, because we're not quite ready to surface yet. That would give us a little extra science. There we go. So, time to build the rocket. We will go... Well, we already have Moonbound. Which one is this? It's been a wee while since I played this. I make them in batches. So... Like, obviously, we already made it to the moon. We just need, like, to get a little tiny bit further. Put that on, the thing we just unlocked, and that will stabilize the ship a bit. I actually might put a few on top of these as well, because if you're wibbling about a bit, you waste fuel. So the more stable you are going up, the less fuel you waste. Next, just kind of, I suppose the best way to get to the moon would just be trying to improve this rocket slightly. Or we could just build a whole new one. Can I get a science pod on it? See, if I put a science pod on, then we really are going to have to strip it and rebuild it. But I kind of need the science. Okay. Scrap that idea. Save and continue. Right. So we are going to start with pod. And I'll probably build most of this off camera, just because it will take a while. But I'll at least start it on. Parachute, always remember your parachute. #1 rule of Kerbal. Because you do not want to be re-entering the atmosphere without one. Science pods, the goo pods. Like one of those, and then we will have a heat shield on the bottom. Where's the rest of the sciencey stuff? And we will get... You know, we won't want to end this way. Put one there. I need to take quite a few of these because I can take one while going up, one while breaking atmosphere, one just outside the atmosphere, one at the, while in orbit of the moon. They're not particularly even though, but hey ho. Right, that'll be plenty. Right, so what are we doing? We'll stick some of these on, just because because... Right, now these need to go different. There we go. So these go first, slow it down, and that actually slows it down to the point of not blowing up. Next. We'll stick that there, and then that's it. That's the pod that will get to the moon. Oh well, no, this is the bit that will come back. The actual moon pod part is that. So that is the only bit that we will be actually sending to the moon. Now I have to build a huge big rocket underneath it. So I'm going to do that off camera. But first, I should give it a name. Moonbeam? Yep, I like that. Just because it's childish. Done. Right. I'm going to finish building the rocket, and I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, this is what I've come up with. We have 6 large boosters down the, rockets down the bottom. They split away. Where is it? These things here, radial decouplers. They're a bit like, they're the same as these things, but they go on the side. So, got those going first. Actually, I should probably have double checked my, what do you call it? Right, so these 6 rockets blast first, they blow off, then the big central rocket gets kind of out the atmosphere, and that goes. This one is to get us into Earth orbit, or Kerbal orbit. This one gets us to the moon, this one gets us back. Okay? That's the plan anyway, whether it works out like that. This is Kerbal Space Program, after all. Okay guys, here we go, ready to launch. Anybody see the moon? No. Right. So we need to put thrusters to max, turn the SAS on, and yeah, liftoff. Oh, there's the moon. There's Minmus as well. It's the first time I've ever seen Minmus. From like the surface. Cool. Right guys, I will rejoin you back up in orbit. Hopefully this thing won't explode. Do you see how much steadier it is? Like I haven't even put my hand on the keyboard. It's just going straight up. It's going a little bit fast. Slow that down a little bit. We're going to have tons of fuel left over. So I've just blown off the large main booster. And there's the station down there. We're just passing 60,000 meters. Everything's going fine. Ooh. Yeah. For once, a really uneventful launch. And there she blows. One moon. I have to do like one of these episodes in a pirate voice. Yarr. Maybe not. It's a ship after all. So, if I maybe stop mucking around and actually start burning towards the moon. That would be a plan. That's gonna... There we go. And that one. Okay. We are on our way. So now we just have to burn all the way out there. Not crash into the moon. Manage to get into orbit. Not run out of fuel. And we should be fine. These little rockets, see when you're up in space, like trying to use them in atmosphere, they're completely useless. But up in space, they're quite economical. They'll give you less of a boost, but will use very little fuel. So if you watch, our fuel is very slowly going down. So, but we are getting out there quite quickly, which is good. Now I've got one to get us there, and then a littler one to get us back. Which could be the downfall of this entire plan, but we will see. comes the fun bit. That'll have to do. Alright, F5. And away. I'll cut us back in a second. I'm beginning to think we may have overshot this, considering I'm here and the moon's all the way back here. So, what I'm thinking is do a little bit of a burn, try and push this out, so that while we do the loop coming back in, the moon has time to catch up. And, nope, wrong way. This way. So, I know it's wasting fuel, but we don't really have much choice. Okay, so now, by the time we get to here, the moon should have kind of caught up a bit. We will see. Oh, look at that! Perfect! Absolutely. Couldn't have done that better if I'd tried. I think I kind of fluked it. Right, let's do some science. We're just, for here, we're just going to take a temperature reading. Keep. And then we're going to get a little bit closer. Okay. Maybe a little closer still. We're just going to... Okay. Now we're going to do our slow down, reverse, put it into orbit burn. That's the scientific, technical name for it. Uh-oh. Okay, I mucked that up. I need to be closer to the periapsis. Wasting more fuel. Sorted. Try hit. And... what the... around the periapsis, how's that working? I declare bug, because that's not supposed to happen. Oh, okay. It's because, okay, I don't know why I did that. But we are in orbit. So, enter an orbit, we've done. Gives us more money, more reputation, a little bit of science. And orbit the moon, which was the contract. That gives us more money, a bit more science, lots more reputation. So, we're going to gather some science. Because that is, after all, why we came here. How cool is that? That's a screenshot moment if ever I saw one. Nope, not that one. This one. So, science. I think that's the same as that one, so I think we need to go a little bit lower. Yeah, see, still high over, so this I will reset. Okay. So, I'll wait till I get around here. I'll dip this down below kind of 50, and then we should be fine. Yeah. And turn the ship around. Do a little burn. Whoa, little burn. That's got to be low enough. Well, let's just be really crazy and drop it below. So, there we go. That'll do. Right, background. And periapsis. Right, science. We are very close to the moon. Science time. Observe mystery goo. Near the moon. There we go. Keep. Oh, look at that. 75. Keep. This one. Observe. Keep. Crew report. Keep. Am I missing anything? We can't EVA yet because Valentina is not good enough. So I think that's pretty much us. So, getting back, basically we're just going to wait until we're about here, and we're going to burn that way. That's a scientific way of doing it. I sit and watch other people playing this game and just continuously realize how bad I am at it. I have over, what is it, something like 300 hours logged in this game in Steam, 250, something like that, and just continue to marvel at my inadequacies at it. But hey ho. Right. This way. Yeah, look at that. It's going that way. Where we want it to go. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to have broken orbit and okay, well, we'll see what happens. What's the worst? Well, we could go crashing into a planet, but look at that. According to this, we are going to crash into the planet. Oh, do you know what I think is going to happen? As we come away from the moon and we get like around here, we'll come out of the sphere of influence of the moon and go back into the sphere of influence of Kerbal. That's what I think will happen. And any second now? Maybe? There we go. Wow, that's going to be a big burn to get us back. Okay, well, how much fuel have we got? We still haven't actually even started on this one yet, so I might just... No, I tell you what, right, we need to go over there, reverse burn thing that way, and yeah, okay, that's the plan. Okay, we are here, we have made it, and now we are going to line up with our retrograde. That's the... See, I've been trying to remember what that was called all episode. There we go. Burn that. I think at least get us reasonably close. There we go. I'd like to point out how much spare fuel we still have left over, which means that with very little modification, this should land on the moon and get us back again. Well, I hope. Right, that'll do. We're not doing that whole air braking thing again. No chance. Not after the last, like, taking half an hour. Okie dokie. I'm just going to burn off the last of this fuel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, don't blow up. Don't blow up. And try to wiggle it back and forth so that, like, when it gets hot, you kind of turn it to the other side so it's a chance to... Uh-oh, it's going to come back and hit us. No. I think we lost the goo pods off the side. So, memo for next time, move those higher up so that they don't get caught in the heat. Oh well. How's this doing? Oh, this is fine. This has got like no issues whatsoever. Jettison heat shield. No. That could be for that. That could make a fun re-entry. Right. Other than the goo pods blowing up, I think we're all good. We are just below 10,000 meters. Well, almost. And we're no longer on fire. Where are we? We gotta land in the ocean, which is good. Always aim to land in the ocean. Yeah. So I will join you back at the command center, and we will spend some science. Sadly, not as much science as I had hoped, because, well, we burnt off our goo pods. But we can always go back and get more. Let's go grab that. Cool. Alright guys, be back in a minute. Look at that, 177 science. And if we had the goo pods, we'd be well over 200. So I call that a success. Plus we have lots of money. So all in all, things are going well. 1 XP gained. Cool. So to the science lab, and we will spend. I think. This is probably the best one to go for, because then we can go to bigger rockets, and these are very handy for making what's it called, like asparagus rockets or something. Which, if you don't know what that is, at some point I'll try and explain it to you, because we will be building them. We also need the landing equipment though, don't we? Yeah, so I suppose we really should just go with this first, because we're going to need landing struts. What else we got? That's not really much use to us. That's not really much use to us. Don't really need electricity yet. We will do soon, but not quite yet. So I suppose we should go with that one, and then we only need 3 science to get them this. So I'll probably go do that whole cheat thing again and try and get some science from just around Kerbal somewhere. Just, you know, launch a little short rocket into the up into the hills or something like that, and go and just get science that way. That's always the best way when you only need like 2 or 3 just to get you to the next, you know, get the next thing unlocked. So I'll probably go do that off camera, and then we'll see where we're at. Alright guys, I just kind of basically flew to the left of this, so I can't spin it around, it won't let me. And gathered 27 science, that's plenty. Yeah, there we go. I flew just basically over there and took some science from the grasslands over there. So, perfect. So we will go into here, we will unlock this. And we still have 25 left, but I think these are 40. Yeah, these are 45. So we can't unlock anything else today. But I think that was a successful mission all round. 2 new things unlocked, and we can start working on landing on the moon. I think I'll wrap this episode up here. The next mission will be, like I said, hopefully land on the moon. We're going to have a quick look at the mission control. There you go, science from the... Gather that. Rendezvous with 2 vessels. Yep. I know how difficult that is. We're not doing that. Yeah, chance. Though I don't think we have any choice. Fantastic. So yeah, it looks like we'll be doing that at some point. Gather surface from science from the surface of the moon. We'll probably be doing that. Maybe a couple other bits and bobs. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Any questions, feel free to put a post down below. And if you're enjoying the series so far, a like and maybe even a subscribe would be really appreciated. I've been JDporkchop. This has been Kerbal Space Program 1.1, and I'll see you all soon.